Let's talk about what happened on the 6th of March, 1951. That is when the Fort Santiago was declared a national shrine.
It's time for the Parkland Filipino Hour with your host, Kuya Gilbert Del Rosario. The Parkland Filipino Hour is aired every first Sunday of the month over the Rock 98.5 radio station in Yorkton, Saskatchewan. Here again is your host, Kuya Gilbert Del Rosario.
Fort Santiago, or in Tagalog or in Filipino, it's called Kuta ng Santiago, was built in 1571. It is a citadel built by Spanish navigator and governor Miguel Lopez de Legazpi for the newly established city of Manila in the Philippines. The defense fortress is located in Intramuros, the walled city of Manila. It is only a few meters away from the Manila Cathedral and the Palacio de Gobernador, which is currently the office of the Commissions on Elections, or the COMELEC. The fort was named after Saint James, or Santiago in Tagalog or Santiago in Spanish, the patron saint of Spain. Fort Santiago is located at the mouth of the Pasig River and served as the premier defense fortress of the Spanish government during their rule of the country. It became a main fort for the spice trade to the Americans and Europe for 333 years. Before the Spanish came to the Philippines, the location of Fort Santiago was once the site of a fort armed with bronze guns of Raja Matanda, a Muslim Tagalog Raja of pre-Hispanic Manila, who himself was a vassal to the Sultan of Brunei. The fort was destroyed by Maestre de Campo, or Master of Camp Martin de Goiti, who, upon arriving in 1570 from Cebu, fought several battles with the Muslim natives. The Spaniards started building Fort Santiago, or around that time Fuerte de Santiago, after the establishment of the city of Manila under Spanish rule, that is on the 24th of June 1571, and made Manila the capital of the newly colonized island of the Philippines. Fast forward, so in the 6th of March 1951, Fort Santiago was declared a national shrine in memories of national heroes and martyrs who had imprisoned and lost their lives there. During the Spanish time, Fort Santiago was used as a prison for many Filipinos suspected of rebellion. That includes Dr. Jose Rizal before his execution in 1896. During World War II, Fort Santiago was captured by the Japanese. They soon discovered the use of the dungeons and sent many Philippine freedom fighters to their death there by either torture or execution. The bottom dungeons were also affected by the tide, so drowning in cells was not uncommon. The fort sustained heavy damage from American bombs during the Battle of Manila in 1945, and it was later restored by the Intramuros administration during the 1980s. At present, the Fort Santiago is one of the finest tourist attractions in Manila, which serves as a museum and houses well-preserved legacies of the Spanish government. A replica of Dr. Jose Rizal's prison cell, which supposedly where he stayed before he was executed, was still set up and can still be visited there, and other cells which serve as prison dungeons for criminals used by the Spanish officials. This has been the Parkland Filipino Hour. I'm Kuya Jobert, leaving you all a message: Filipino ka, ipagsigawan mo, sipag at tiyaga, puhunan mo. God bless.